Throwing up, those are high school signs you were throwing up, right? Your favorite high school, all right. Y'all put your hands together, LA, make him feel welcome. Give it up to Ruben Quintana! Ruben Quintana!
What's up, Comic View? What's up? For those of you that don't know it, my name is Ruben Quintana, and I was born in the capital of Mexico, East LA. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the ghetto, what we call the barrio, but it's coming from a Latino point of view. How do you know when you live in the ghetto? When the roaches spray you. That's how you know when you live in the ghetto. I'm telling you, man, when the roaches hit you with their zapatos, you know what I'm talking about? That's how you know you live in the ghetto. I'll tell you how you know when the only thing in your apartment that's in good working condition is you. Any Latinos in the house, make some noise! That's right. You ain't Latino, man. I know what it's like, man. All this used to be Mexico, player. All of this used to be Mexico. The Mexicans know this, and now you do too. Knowledge is power, baby. All this. Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada. All this used to be Mexico, people. Think about it, player. If this was Mexico today, what would it be like for us Mexicans? We'd be sneaking into Oregon. That's what it'd be like. Instead of migrant farm workers, we'd be migrant lumberjacks. That's what we'd be. So Mexicans, you gotta thank that white man. Thank him. Because he saved us 6 states traveling time. Thank him. Thank you, white man. Y'all wanna know who the first Mexican was that ever lived? I'll tell you who it was. It was Noah. That's right, it's in the Bible, right there in the book of Genesis. And how do I know? Who else can get all those family members and all those stinky animals into one vehicle? A Mexican. That's right, you heard it right here. You change the letters in his name, the N and the H, Noah, it spells Juan. Mexican. How else do I know that Noah was a Mexican, people? Because God gave him the single responsibility to go out there and repopulate the earth. If anybody can repopulate the earth, it's a Mexican man that's been locked up for 40 days and 40 nights. "40 days and 40 nights, how about 40 minutes? I love my culture. We have a beautiful culture together. You know, we're all the same. Rice, beans, it's the same thing, man. My culture is beautiful. I was over at the Oscar de la Hoya fights, and I'm telling you, I almost cried, man, because in the stands, they were selling churros, and they were selling tamales, you know what I'm saying? They were selling elotes, which is the corn on the stick with the butter and everything, man. That's right, you were there, I saw you. You had two. I don't know what it is about a Mexican, but we can turn any professional event into a carne asada barbecue. That's the truth, man. No other culture does that, man. They don't sell no chitlins and cornbread at the Laker games. They don't do that. They don't sell bologna sandwiches at NASCAR. They don't do that. Us Mexicans, man, we love to fight, you know that? Especially the cholos, you know what I'm saying? The gangbangers, the homies, you know what I'm saying? For the people back east, the homies, you know what I'm saying? Cholos are crazy. They always want to fight and stuff, man. You know, I love cholos. I'm telling you the truth. I think everybody should own one. I got 2 of them in my front yard right now. They're all crazy, all tapped out and everything like that. Instead of Homeland Security, I got Homeboy Security. That's what I got. Sick 'em, Spider. Sick 'em, Sleepy. Yeah, yeah. the movies, man. You know what cholos look like, tattoos all over the place, all built and, you know what I'm saying, cut and everything, man. And they look scary, right? But women, look at your men, the big dudes in the audience. Isn't it true that the bigger the dude is, the bigger the heart of gold they got? Ain't that true? You can't judge a book by its cover. I'm talking big in muscles, not big in panza, you know what I'm saying, like this, man? I was up in Oakland. Y'all know where Oakland is, right? I was doing a concert up there for Bretton Woods, and when we got done, these two big old cholos came up to me, man. Ugly looking dudes, man. They're all, hey, you're pretty funny, hey. You want a beer, loco? I said, nah, man, for two reasons. You know, number one, my walk with the Lord. Number two, I'm a diabetic, so I ain't drinking. All right, that's cool, hey. You want a soda, hey? Yeah, that's cool. So there we are at the little soda stand and stuff, right? Selling beer and stuff like that. One of the homeboys is like, hey, get him a Pepsi, Holmes. I said, but I'm a diabetic. Make it a diet, loco. I love my culture, man. I mean, like I said, we got a beautiful culture. I got married to a beautiful Mexican woman, and I love her because she can cook like my mama used to cook, and that's beautiful, man. Ladies, if you want to know where your man is at 3 in the morning, you better make him a pork chop with grease and everything at 6 in the evening. Oh, yeah. Your man will be too full to go out to the club. That's what I'm talking about. Fat people don't party. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, my wife, she can cook anything, man, from scratch, player. I'm telling you, we can be driving down the freeway, you know, because I come from Fresno, that's where I live, you know, nothing but farms. My wife can jump out of the car, run into a field and grab a head of lettuce and shake off the dirt like this, run over here, grab some onions and shake off the dirt like this, run over here and grab a chunk of cow butt with her lead press on nails and just rip it right off. Throw it all to a big old pot and bam, menudo. I got no Chef Emerald, I got Chef Margarita, that's what I got, people. Some of you girls don't know how to cook. My ex-girlfriend didn't know how to cook. She would call me up at the job just starving. Ruben, there's nothing to eat, I'm starving to death. We'll make a TV dinner. Okay, what channel's it on? My wife's old school. She's beautiful. She can make stuff out, like my mother. She could make anything out of scratch. Y'all, think about how your mama used to cook some food, man. My mother would feed a family of 6 on 2 ingredients, people. Ground beef and tortillas. That's right. What are we having today? We're having tacos, mijo. What are we having tomorrow? Tomorrow we're having burritos, pendejo, you know? Right? What about tomorrow, the next day? Oh, we're having tostadas. And the next day, we're having taquitos, pendejo. Oh, yeah? Well, what about the next day? Nachos, pendejo. Oh, yeah? Well, what about the last day? Well, the last day is my day of rest. We're eating American, pendejo. What's that? Taco Bell. All right, comic you. God bless you. My name is Ruben Quintana. Peace.